Hey, Ryan here, Triathlon.com. Coming at you not really live, pre-recorded. Please ignore any noise in the background. Kids, dogs, everything running around upstairs. Top of my little office here that we call Set the Pace Triathlon World Headquarters. So, with that, we're going to jump in the video. We're going to talk real quick. IRONMAN Chattanooga. How in the world do you get your bike there? We're going to talk over a few options with that and just give you kind of some insider tips on how I've gotten my bike there. I've done half, I've done the full 4 different times. So each time I've either driven or I've flown. So I've got some different tips on how to get your stuff there. So where I like to start is the IRONMAN website to find out if they've got any kind of shipping partners. So if you go down to the athlete section, you go down here, partners and vendors, and all this good stuff, and services. So you got Nirvana doing IRONMAN Experience, Tri-Bike Transport. They've been my usual go-to. When I haven't driven myself on my bike there, I've used Tri-Bike Transport, and I've used it at several races. I'm in Florida, Chattanooga, Lake Tahoe, just some other different races that I've actually flown to. So it's been great, worked out well. Sometimes I haven't been available to certain races, especially if you're from Kansas City. So I've had to also fly with my bike, or I've used other methods. So Tri-Bike Transport is one. Make sure you get in there plenty of time. Usually you have to drop your bike off a week to 2 weeks in advance, and you'll get it back for a week to 2 weeks after the event, depending on where you're at in their transportation system. So keep that in mind. If you don't have a backup bike to get your workouts in, could be a problem with Tri-Bike Transport. The other option is if you're flying, I know Delta, Southwest, they've all kind of relaxed their bike policies. And as long as the bag meets certain dimension criteria and is under 50 pounds, treat it as a checked bag. So I did that for IRONMAN Florida last year. I'm going to do it for IRONMAN Florida this year. Kept under 50 pounds, packed the bike, made it through without a problem. The frame took all of the abuse. The bike came out perfectly fine. Rode it for IRONMAN Florida, shipped it back, got it back in one piece. Been riding around ever since. So airlines are always the next best available option. I definitely would check, see what the policies are. Everybody kind of varies. Delta, American Airlines, Southwest, Spirit, wherever you're flying, Frontier. Make sure you check their bag policies and understand the limitations and requirements, and make sure that you're ready. Your bike will be inspected. TSA will open your bag up and go through it. So just be ready for that. I have TSA locks. I pack my bike as if they're going to open it up and look at it. So I've done plenty of packing your bike for travel videos. So just be ready for that. That is a little bit more, I'll say, of a hassle, but a little bit more work on your end to make sure that your bike gets there in one piece. But Tri-Bike Transport is great. You can send a disc wheel with it, but you can't ship it with a disc wheel. You have to strip it down pretty good, but you don't have to disassemble your bike. They pick it up for you, load it up, bring it with, take it to the race site, and pick it up there and ready to go. Flying with it, you have to do a little disassembly packing. Or another option that I've used in the past is bikeflights.com. Now it has gotten a little bit more expensive as travel or shipping rates have gone up astronomically in the past few years, along with everything else. It's become a little less appealing, especially you take those funds, you invest in a nice quality bike bag, and then you only pay $50 for a carry-on each way. It kind of pays for itself over time compared to the bike shipping services, depending on where you're going and where it's coming from. But I've used them in the past. I've had bike boxes. I got one from Quintana Roo where I don't have to take off my handlebars, just tilt it down, pack it up, send it, and it's been a pretty good deal. I've got my bike, everything's fixed, everything's fine, working great. So that's another option is bikeflights.com. There's several other different, just little smaller operations that will do bike shipping as well. So keep that in mind that you can either ship your bike, you can use FedEx or UPS and do it on your own. You can use bikeflights.com. You can use Tri-Bike Transport, or they also have Nirvana, but I don't think Nirvana does like bike shipping. They actually have a bike service, so I think that they'll handle your bike for you. So you go pick it up and you give it to them, and they'll take it to the bike service tent and make sure everything's good to go, and they'll take care of that for you. So I don't think the Nirvana people actually handle bike transport. So just be aware of that. If you think that experience will cover that, it will. But with all these, especially bike shipping, you got to make sure you set this up well in advance. You're probably going to be without your bike at least a week before and a week after your event. So for 2 weeks, if you need a bike, you need to make sure that you're ready for that. Otherwise, if you were traveling with your bike, then you've got it the entire time. Definitely recommend putting in like a little GPS tag tracker So that where you know where your bike is at all times, along with the rest of your luggage. And that is kind of the general. I just want to run through the options that you have for getting your bike, doing Ironman Chattanooga in general, or in specific. Generally, how do you get your bike there? Like I said, the partners, Tri-Bike Transport, they're there at Ironman Village. Always check to see. Tri-Bike might not be going to this event, so if they're not listed, it could be something different. Or something like bike flights, or even UPS and FedEx shipping it to site and then having them hold it for you. So that could be options as well. This quick little video hopefully helped you out, give you some good tips. See you on Facebook, YouTube, give a like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Hit the subscribe, get future notifications of any videos for Chattanooga, any other race, triathlon tips in general. So hopefully I can help you out. If you have any questions like this, put it in the comments. Either Facebook, YouTube, I'll get back to you if I can help you out. Love to help you out. With that, we'll wrap up this video. Good luck. Have a good race day out there, and we'll see you in the next video.